With Bryan Animal Center receiving approximately 3,000 animals a year, it does become difficult to be able to house all the animals that do come in. That population can vary from month to month. We may have anywhere from 135 to 375 animals that are brought in each individual month. In addition to that, we have retention of population that may have come in from the month before. We only have around 50 kennels for dogs and 50 kennels for cats. That includes areas such as rabies observation and our isolation areas that not all animals are housed in. So less than 50 kennels per species limits as to how many animals that we can have. Considering that some animals can be paired together, maybe they came in together, or two similar dogs of the same sex and breed are able to be housed together. In addition to moms and litters and litter mates can share pens, that does allow us to keep anywhere from about 135 to 180 animals at any given time. We allow here at Bryan Animal Center a 72-hour hold period for any animal that comes in as a stray. That gives us an opportunity for owners to come and claim an animal, and gives us a chance to try and track down owners if we have any leads. That 72 hours also allows us to observe those animals so that we can determine maybe a little bit more information about their health, their behavior, their temperament. Animals that have identification, such as a microchip or a rabies tag, we actually hold for 10 full calendar days so that we can follow any leads to try and place those animals. So it's very important that number one, you identify your animals, but number two, if you do go to the extent of getting a microchip or a tag, make sure that your information remains current so that we can locate you immediately and get your animal back home. Once its 72-hour hold period expires and no owner has been located, we then take those animals and do additional testing on them. For dogs 6 months of age or older, we do a heartworm test. For cats 6 months and older, we do a FELV-FIV combo test, and for kittens under 6 months of age, we do an FELV test. After testing is done, that's kind of the last measure before we make our final decision if we're going to make an animal available for adoption or not. If animals make it past the testing section, they may receive additional vaccinations. Adult dogs then receive their September parvo vaccination. Adult cats receive additional feline vaccinations, including feline bordetella, and kittens again receive feline bordetella and additional feline vaccinations. Those animals are then re-skinned to make sure that they have no microchip, and then they are moved to the adoption areas. Once animals are moved to our adoption areas, then their pictures are taken, and their pictures and descriptions are posted both online and in the Animal Center to make available to adopt by the public. Once settled in after the 72-hour hold period has been completed, animals settle into the available time period. That's when they are actively pursuing a new home, and we are trying to find adopters that may place them into a good situation. A day in the life of an animal like this, they come in 8 o'clock in the morning, the lights turn on, and the care techs that come in and take care of them every day arrive and begin shuffling animals around out of their pens, cleaning their pens, giving them fresh bedding, food, water. The cats go into a carrier for a short time while their pens are cleaned. Then they get to be put back into their fresh, clean pen with a new toy. And then the care techs move on to the dog area, where they take each animal out every morning for a short walk, and then they get to stay in a kennel or a crate outside in the sunshine and fresh air for a little while their kennels are cleaned as well. A little while later, the doors open and the adopters start walking through. Of course, some of them do their best to get the attention of any adopter that walks into the building, while others are a little bit more reserved. During that time, the care techs do their best to try and highlight the best qualities of each animal that we do have available for adoption, and to inform the public of exactly what our animals are like. In addition to that, they occasionally get to see some volunteers come through, and volunteers may take them out to our back area and take them for a walk or play with them for a little while. The end of the day comes around and the food gets put out around 4:30, and then waters are checked, and at 6 o'clock the doors close, the lights go off, and they go to bed until they start the day over again the next morning.